Hello ladies, gentlemen, and persons in between. My name is Tim Snowborn, and today I'm going to be introducing you to a couple of friends of mine on today's episode of Not So Serious Issues. So as I said, there are a couple of friends I want to introduce you to because you're going to be seeing them here and there throughout the series. The first one is someone you've already met. Gypsy! Say hello, Gypsy. Say hello. Good kitty, kitty. This is Gypsy, aka Princess Fuzzy Britches. Let's see. I got Gypsy in the spring of 2014. She is my first pet that's just mine. This is the first pet of my own, like since I moved out of my parents' house and started living on my own. This is my first one. I decided it's time. I'm ready. I would like to get a cat. I'm more of a cat person. I like dogs, but cats are just easier to take care of. They're more low maintenance. And so I adopted Gypsy in the spring of 2014 from the Petco in Mankato, Minnesota. When I got her home, she spent the first hour cowering behind the toilet in my bathroom, and then the next hour sitting in my lap, rubbing up against me like a stripper on ecstasy, and just aggressively shoving her face into mine, just giving me such enthusiastic kitty kisses. I guess she was really happy that I had saved her or whatever. She's always been almost aggressively affectionate. She's chilled out now. She still gives the occasional love nip, bites me a little. I'm trying to break her of this habit. I really don't like that, and she knows it. Later, after I brought her home, was my roommate at the time wasn't home when I got her home. And when he got home, he opened his room, and she's still sniffing around, checking the place out. And he opened his room, and a few minutes later, I saw her in his room looking like this and staring at something, and I couldn't figure out what. And then I realized, oh, he has a full-length mirror in his room, and apparently she's never seen one before. It was weird because she was already a year old when I got her, and it seems odd to think that she had never seen a mirror before. Oh yeah, bonus points if you can figure out who she's named after. Gypsy. Gypsy. She's my little princess. She's the one, you've seen her in the back of a lot of my videos. She's the one who just has to be near daddy, whatever he's doing. Okay. Phaedrus, the other cat you'll see in a minute, he doesn't feel the need to be involved. Yes, I am a single man with 2 cats. Go ahead, get it out of your system. There you go. Okay, everybody feel better now? Good, moving on. Hang on, let me find the other one. Oh, the other one? The other one is this guy. That is not the same cat. That is Phaedrus. He's a boy, obviously. I know that they look exactly alike. I got him from a humane society just outside Mankato. I decided because I got him because at the time I was living in a house with some different roommates, and they had 2 dogs. And it was just Gypsy against these 2 dogs. And the 2 dogs weren't really mean to her or anything. Not really. I mean, they would chase her, but it was kind of playful. They didn't really mean to scare her or beat her up or anything. They were just curious, playful puppies. And she didn't like that, obviously. And I decided that she needed a friend. She needed somebody to have her back, somebody on her team. And I just decided it wasn't right to just have her against these 2 dogs. And so I went to this humane society out just outside town and got him. When I walked in there, I initially wanted some variety as far as the type of cat that I was getting. I thought I would get some kind of a long-haired Siamese or something like that. That was a pretty important factor, but the most important factor was that whatever cat I got had to be about as affectionate as Gypsy. And Phaedrus was the one who climbed into my arms and started purring. So I was like, all right, okay, we've got a winner here, taking this one. And for the first week after I got him home, I couldn't tell them apart. It took me a while to realize that Phaedrus has more well-defined stripes. They're both brown tabbies, but Phaedrus has more solid, well-defined stripes, whereas Gypsy's kind of blend in. And deeper meow, a little bit different face, and Phaedrus is about 3 pounds heavier than Gypsy. A couple of stories about these two. For a while after I got him, Phaedrus loved to turn all the... We had to keep the bathroom door closed because Phaedrus loved to turn all the toilet paper into confetti. Eventually I got this covered toilet paper holder so he couldn't do that. He's outgrown that. He doesn't do that now, thank God. Another thing about Phaedrus, I had a toy pretty much exactly like this one. This one's been pretty shredded and they've taken the bell off. I had a toy almost exactly like this one back at the house in Mankato, and Phaedrus got this thing on the end off in a relatively short time, like, I don't know, a month or so. And then it was weird, but he would carry this string and stick around in his mouth. Like he would carry it by the string. Just drag this, just the string and the stick, he would drag it everywhere like it was his most prized possession. It was weird. He also used to sleep in the bathtub, I think. Yeah. He just sort of had a weird fascination with the bathtub. Another thing, going back to the toilet paper shredding, he would shut himself in the bathroom. Like he would go in the bathroom and close the door behind him, and he would need to be let out after. Like he would shred toilet paper and then meow to be let out. Last July, see, I moved out from Mankato to Seattle, and I left most of my stuff back in Minnesota. I just sort of took whatever I could get on the plane in my 2 suitcases, and I decided I was going to come back at the end of the school year and get the rest of it. And when I did, I came back, visited friends and family, and grabbed all my stuff. And I had to bring them back. I left them there. I'm not going to bring them on the plane. So I left them in Minnesota and grabbed them too when I came back for my stuff. And the vet gave me some medication to calm them down, but Gypsy would not take it. Gypsy is a murder machine when she's upset. I took the 2 of them to a vet here in Seattle a couple of months ago for the first time, and she's so sweet when she's calm and happy, but if she gets upset, she will fucking cut a bitch. I had the vet put a chip in Gypsy so that I could track her if she gets lost. They had to wrap her up very tightly to keep her from murdering them. She just goes insane. Yeah, so Gypsy absolutely would not take the medication, but didn't really seem to need it. She was relatively calm the whole time. Because I drove I drove, put everything in a van and drove from Mankato to Seattle with my stuff in a van. Me and the cats and a friend of mine. And so we drove cross country. That's how I learned that just about every gas station, convenience store, and a restaurant between South Dakota and Washington is also a casino. I didn't know that before. I got them in the van, and Gypsy wouldn't take the medication, but she didn't really need it. Phaedrus did take the medication, but it didn't seem to help. I don't know, maybe he didn't. Maybe he did not eat that food or whatever. Phaedrus, I eventually had to put him in the very back of the van away from us because he was just cranking it up to 11 back there. Holy shit. He could just really belt it out. Oh yeah, bonus points if you know who Phaedrus is named after too. So yeah, that's the kitties. You'll probably mostly be seeing Gypsy. She seems to want to be involved here and there. I don't think you've seen Phaedrus at all until now. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you liked it, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Or subscribe. I can never figure out what order it's best to say that in. What's most important. I mean, at this point in my YouTube career, I think sharing is most important, but I don't know, subscribing obviously very important. Like, anyway, let me know how many of you have kitties, and you know, any funny stories associated with them, where you got them, and their names. If anybody's got any weird names. Thanks for joining me, everybody. See you next time.